we're going in from Danielle's point of view today. Class meeting, Mr. Trupp announced. This was one of my favorite times in the classroom. We all moved our desks out to the way end and made a circle with our chairs. Everybody sat in a circle, even Mr. Trupp. He held on to the microphone. It wasn't a real microphone, but we used it as our talking object. You can only speak when you have the microphone. I waited for Mr. Trupp to get us started. It looks like our chain should touch the floor soon, as long as you guys can give me another great day or two, Mr. Trupp said. The chain was our class reward system. Mr. Trupp had hung a single link from the ceiling on the first day of school, and he attached a link each time we had an outstanding day. As a class, our goal was to get the chain to touch the floor, at which point we'd earn a free day. You've done a super job so far, Mr. Trupp said. So I'm wondering what you'd like to do for your free day. Mr. Trupp passed the mic to his left. You didn't have to say anything if you didn't want to. Alexia passed it along to the next person. Ever since Mr. Trupp had taken her out into the hall, she hasn't said anything. Luke was the first one to make a suggestion. Why can't we just have time to do whatever we want? It'd be like an indoor recess, but we could plan it better and just have free time. I like Luke's idea, Jeffrey piped up when he got the mic. If it's free time, maybe James and Joey and Emily or any of the collaborative kids could come up for a little bit. Or if we wanted, some of us could go down there. We could bring in games, Anna added, taking the mic. Then it was my turn. I think we should do what everyone suggested for part of the day, I said, but maybe we could go outside too. Everyone cheered. It was weird having the other girls agree with me. If Alexia had been to her old self, she would have controlled them. But now that Alexia was sidelines, all the girls got along better. Not having girl wars didn't mean everything was perfect. I still had a problem. Anna. I hadn't gone to her playdate because I'd been too chicken to ask my mom. I made up some excuse about it being a bad weekend for my family. Jessica told me she had a great time and that Anna's mom was friendly. Now Anna asked us about coming over again. Find out when it'll be a good weekend for your family and we'll plan the playdate for then, Anna told me. I've got to mention it to my mom this time. I just have to. Mr. Trupp was the last to speak at the meeting. I like what I've heard, he said. We could plan part of the day to spend time inside playing games. Then we get some fresh air. I'll think about it some more and let you know. But first you need to earn the last link. Meeting adjourned, he said. He always ends by saying that. I really like these meetings. The first time we had one, Mr. Trupp told us that it was a way for everyone to have a voice. I didn't get it at first, but now I do. All right, now from Peter's point of view. Remember, Peter's kind of the troublemaker, the class clown. We finally earned a class reward, or almost. I really hope Mr. T would come through for us about going outside. So I shot my hand up as soon as the class started the next day. What is it now, Peter? Mr. T said. Have you thought about us going outside? The school rule says we can't go out in the snow. We can go out on the blacktop, but if it's too crowded and there's nothing to do. Everyone was quiet. They listened because they knew I was right. Well, Peter, I like how you're thinking ahead. I did talk to Miss Williams, and she gave us special permission to go out in the snow as long as everyone has snow pants, hats, gloves, and boots. She gave us special permission even after we saw her underwear, I said. Yes, Mr. T said, trying to move past the giggles that had started. Permission for the snow? I asked again just to make sure I had heard it right. In the snow, Mr. T said. The key being everyone needs to bring stuff or else we can't go out. I couldn't believe it. When I went to bed that night, I had visions of snowballs dancing in my head. It was going to be the best class party ever. I wonder what's going to happen. All right, next time we'll hear from Jessica's point of view.